again, reading the other day, I think Times, the Americans want to make a statement with their World Cup. There are one or two of the laws of the game that they would like to quite, if not changing, but flexible about. This would be a dramatic difference in the way we approach the game, wouldn't it?
Can I just ask you then, what would happen, say a team in the group wins 2 games and loses 1, 6 points, and a team draws 3, but wins 2 of the penalty shootouts. So they get 6 points, even though they've only won 3 points.
Reading on, I think it is just to settle tied games later in the group, so that we. Look,
I don't think what I read it was just all group games, wasn't it?
I think they're just very keen to find a way to reintroduce the shootout. That's what I think is going on here, which was.
Do you find, David? Do you find it a good solution for the near future to do penalty shootouts, or do we search for something else, or just to leave it as it is?
Sincerely, first of all, I don't like a lot the penalty shooting because for me it's a lottery, and many teams go out in the important tournaments by penalties. Of course, if the game continues and continues and continues, you need to stop one day. So penalty shooting, I don't like it. I think that it has to be there, because in a final you need the penalty shooting for no draw. Putting another penalty shooting in a group stage, and we discussed before that they are talking about before the game. It's, I can understand.
But you do accept the principle that one way or another we have to settle a football match in certain circumstances. We do need the penalty shootout.
Why do we need? Again, why do we need all this black and white every time? I mean, why do we have to settle a match in order to give another opponent the points? Why is a draw not enough anymore?
No, just remove ourselves from discussing that particular scenario. There are times when we have to settle games.
When we go play knockout, when we're playing knockout football, you have to settle.
Yes, knockout stages.
And everyone accepts that. It's part and parcel of the game.
And it's not very nice for the players, but it's real drama for us.
No, but for group stages, come on, Keezy. So that means before.
No, I'm not saying group stages. I said lay that conversation to one side. The penalty shootout is an important part.
I'm not saying. We're not saying about the penalty shootout. We're talking about when do you want to implement it? Is it you want to implement it in the group stages already? So think about it. We're talking about the World Cup here, but obviously the FIFA will make it worldwide. So you go into every group stage in every tournament, in every kind of competition. You want to have a group stage.
I just remind you, Nigel, this is as a result of a conversation that's been held by the technical director at FIFA, who is, remind me?
He's English, is he?
Van Basten.
Oh, is he Dutch?
Yeah, right. That's always come up. I was thinking back to an old World Cup. Was it Italy when they won the World Cup in '78? They drew the 3.
I know, yeah.
They drew the 3 group games. I'm sure it was Italy when they won. Was it 78? No, not 78.
It came out as a result, yeah.
Yeah, they whatever it was, they drew the 3 games and got out. So they would have had, if they won the 3 penalty shoots, they would have had 9 points. That can't be right.
David, have you been involved in a shootout, penalties?
I do,
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Do you like penalties?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you like penalties?
I like penalties. I always shoot in my penalties. The penalties of my team. In Barcelona, I shoot in Messi, but sometimes when Messi is not in the field, I shoot.
Yes. Sorry, Leo, this is yours.
I remember. Yeah, of course. Yeah. In the World Cup 2010, I missed against Honduras.
No.
Yeah. In the group. I always shooting, and I have an important penalty shooting against Italy in 2008 in the Euro Cup. I shoot the first one and I score.
Do you remember now how you felt during the walk from the halfway line to the penalty spot?
I have a interesting history about it, because I was nervous in that moment because I was the shooter the shooter of the penalty in the team. So when the referee take the whistle, I said, okay, I am one of the 5 for sure. But the coach decided, Coach Luis Aragonés. Luis Aragonés come to me and told me, David, the first penalty is the most difficult. If you score, we win the game. And in the first moment I say,
thank you. You go, thank you.
You give me all the pressure, you give me all the pressure. But at 10 or 15 seconds I say, okay, this guy believes in me, I need to have it, So pressure in the beginning, but after that, he gave me confidence.
What were you thinking, that perhaps 5 was more important?
I think I have Buffon up front. I never shooting against Buffon. He's big, he's tall. I always, when they shoot in penalty, I don't like the tall goalkeepers, because I will always like to shoot close to the post. But the big goalkeepers arrive sometimes if he goes. And I was thinking about, it's difficult, but I believe in myself in this case. I think in one side, the confidence side, that is like...
You had a confidence, you had a favourite side?
I think all we have a confidence side.
What was yours?
You know,
Right,
when you shoot him more strong.
Cross the goalkeeper.
With the right of the keeper. And I shoot in there, and Buffon go to the other side.
Ah, that's cool.
Were you calm enough to wait for the keeper to make a move before you decided?
No, I always thinking about that in the penalty shooting. The striker or the player has more advantage than the keeper. So I don't like to try to cheating the keeper. It's the opposite. The keeper has to cheat in you because he has less options. What do you think? 70-30?
Yeah.
70-30%?
Yeah.
And so when I go to the penalty spot, I always thinking about forget. I don't care about the keeper because I have more possibilities to score. Why I need to take some cheating to the keeper if I don't need it? I have more possibilities, so I always forget the keeper and try to think in.
Do you think a centre forward should always take penalties?
I think not the central forward, but I think it's good if the penalty shooting take the responsibility. The players,
I agree.
I usually are close to the goal or score a goal. No, the number 9 can be the winger. In the World Cup,
David, I agree.
I was winger.
Some down the years have not distinguished themselves in this area very much at all, have they, Andy?
I didn't like taking penalties, no.
He never took penalties. He had a number 9 on his back. He always shied away. So that's why he asked you. That's why he asked you.
Nigel, 3.
Yeah, well, I took 3 in my career as well. I scored all 3 of them. Yeah.
You didn't.
I missed one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but penalties. We can,
I didn't like it.
I think we can agree that penalty shootouts is still a major and an important part in the world of football.
Yeah.
I think we can agree.
Knockout
with that.
stages, great.
But please,
Group stages.
And if you take penalties in the 90 minutes, you put 40 goals on your career for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, you keep telling me that.